Hello everybody, welcome back to Quest 64. Now we'll take care of whatever this is up ahead. I always found this arena really weird. Like, what exactly is this? Right? Like, it's the super broken area. Anyway. Shilf. I'm Shilf, a servant of Mammon. I've been waiting 1,000 years for him to return. If I'm correct, I sense but 3 precious stones. Sure. Ooh. So she's a little annoying because she does kind of like Zels, was it? Because these things keep fucking hitting and you can't really dodge. And then there's this, if you get too close. But it's not that bad because that you can dodge. Now, as long as you stay on this side of like whatever holes in the middle, and then you just pull your control stick all the way to the left as soon as she starts casting, generally speaking, you should be okay. She might still do that one every once in a while, but most of the time she'll do the... Yeah. Ooh. Well, I failed to dodge this time, but the normal dodge mechanic did it for me. Cool. Okay. So now is where you could just manually heal, because we have so much water. Nope. Fuck you. Just have a slight distance away from the hole. Don't be straight up against the hole, just in case. And you can't fall in it anyway, but... gives you just a little bit of extra movement away from whatever laser that is. And honestly, I have no idea. She is not a fire type. She does some sort of wind. She does that laser thing. I have no idea exactly what she does. Okay, you want to not do that though? Because at some point I'll run out of MP. Okay. Just do your laser. There you go. And then, you know, you just keep hitting her with the wind cutters. At some point she's gotta die, right? Oof. Hey, I dodged it again. For some reason I was expecting her to do the damn, like, bird thing. I don't know. But I guess she's like non-elemental. Like, I know she's like reddish, or she could be fire type. But yeah, I really don't know. I also really don't know how much HP she has, but I know we have 6 MP left, and that's gonna be 2 Windcutter level 3. And if she doesn't die, we'll have to use an MP item. I know we sort of wasted, quote unquote, and she's not dead. Okay, so that's a problem. So if I use an MP item, she's gonna hit me and I'm dead. So I need to use like a honey bread first. There we go. And then she does her laser, I dodge it, and then there we go. Then I use the mint leaves. So I don't think she's gonna be that far away from dead at this point, so I don't think I need the 40 MP item, the hero's drink. Here you go. She has to be near death. I have no freaking idea how much she has, but I will not spend more MP to look at her stats. There, see? Ooh, water. So technically, and we not spent mana to heal. We could have done it with just one mana bar, one MP bar. Well, whatever. I just want to double check, make sure there's no spirits here, but yeah, you know, it's ahead. We saw it anyway, down there. Alright. With 2 chests. Guess what? More water! Okay. A healing potion? Well, we used a honey bread, which was 100. That's 150, so that's an upgrade. And a silver amulet. What was the silver amulet again? I think it's like reduce incoming damage, right? Yeah. There's nothing here. Oh, there is something. There's a path. Let's go. And now we're going up. We've been going down and down and down and down. Now we're going up. And here's the light at the end of the tunnel. This time it's for real. That was... I think this is the longest dungeon there is. Because technically you go through 2 dungeons. You go through the mine shaft first, and then you go through the ruins. Well, whatever. And now we'll come to the desert. Yeah, this place sucks. Okay, so what's over here then? Remember, always look behind any building or whatsoever. There could be spirits. And now, I just say, like, just abuse the trick I've shown you before. Because it's so bright with all the yellows and such. Just go ahead and make it dark to get some healing, just to see if there are spirits about. If you just use healing level 1, it's only 2 MP, and you'd be able to see the whole screen go dark. So if there's any whiter bubble, those don't go dark for some reason. Is there anything behind the tent? Odd. Well, there's one in the tent. More water. What's up, buddy? My, what's happened to you? Did you lose your way in the desert? You must be tired from your long journey. If it pleases you, why don't you rest yourself here? Sure. I didn't get lost in the desert. I just it took forever to get out of there. Okay, so this is Din Dum Dries. I don't know. The Kingdom of Din and Dries the desert. Yeah, sure. I don't know what Din Dum is. Ah, nighttime. Okay. So nighttime makes it a lot easier to spot any spirits. So, as I was saying, do abuse that mechanic. Because it's kind of ridiculous otherwise. Ooh. So, yeah, we got new enemies. Ow! And I can't escape. Great. Sandman. They're like little statues. Well, not little statues. And that's not something you can dodge, clearly. Yeah. So as soon as you step on the more sand, like this is possibly just, I don't know, hard rock. But as soon as you step on sand here, you're at risk of fighting monsters. So you still sort of see a road, if you look. The harder land, I guess. Oh boy, this again. God damn it, do something else. Oh, I could escape. Yeah. So, unfortunately, that's going to be most of what's going to happen in this desert, escaping, because this is insane. Okay, so following the road, sort of. There's a building over there. Okay. Blue man, what do you do? Fireball. Okay. Oh, I should be able to dodge the others, right? Cool. Nice. I am. And they take a lot of damage from the wind. So they must be fire and earth? I guess that's the element of a desert, right? Ow. Okay, well that was only one. That's not so bad. Nice. Probably hit. No, cool. Their animation is really slow. Like the recoil they take. That's why sometimes like not sure, like did they get hit? Are they gonna die? What's happening? Now this one should die. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Let's heal ourselves. Which doesn't cost much MP anymore for the amount of heal we're getting. So it's a lot better. Okay. So, building, as I was saying. This is the one place that can give you a little bit of rest. Was there a spirit in this corner? I don't really see any. It's sort of the only place you see if you follow the road. Again, quote unquote, follow the road. Hate war. That's why I ran away. But it is lonely here in the desert, so far from town. Long ago, we all got along and lived in peace. But this was a green valley. But now, I've heard that a lush and beautiful kingdom still exists to the south. Can it be true? Huh? You look like a soldier, but you hate war. Like, I can sort of understand. Soldiers, veterans would probably learn or grow to hate war, but you went into that, didn't you? It doesn't look like there's like conscription in this world. Like maybe there is, hard to tell. Oops, I didn't mean to go back in. Okay, down we go. So yeah, that house is a little safe spot where you can stand and not get attacked by monsters, but that's about it. So, south, you say? South is just freaking desert all around. So I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. It's basically a sand sea. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Nightmares. Okay, whatever. So, mostly fire, I guess. What a surprise. In the... I wouldn't say the last area of the game, but we've cleared the other 3 elements, right? So this has to be the last element we're gonna be going up against when we fight Fargo, I think it was. And the only one we're missing is fire, so of course everything has to be fire-based. So the other thing that the nightmare does, other than fireball, is it tries to silence you. Uh, if you're silenced, well, you can't cast spells. I think there's like one spell you could do to try to remove it. Uh, Otherwise, you're just gonna have to wait until it goes away, and that's the spell they do when they feel like they're too far from you to hit you with the fireball. So if there's just one and he keeps missing like that, it's not so bad. If there's several and they keep trying to silence you, that's gonna be difficult, guys. Oh boy. Ow. I mean, I can try at least to kill one. Right, they're sandmen. They're definitely rock types. They're weak to wind. But look at the amount of damage it does, really. Right? There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. They always hit. If there was just the one, maybe I could try to focus him, but they seem to always come with, like, in groups of 3. So what do you want me to do about it? Anyway. Here, what I'm doing is I'm just going as far as I can eastwards by following the mountainside. I'm going as far as the eye can see. Oop. Hello, new monster. The werecat. Ow. Yeah, it's not so bad. Well, that's unnecessary. You don't have to hit me. Yeah, so the werecat, definitely a new model. Oof. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but that looked like it would hurt. Okay, werecat's dead. Let's try and be on top as much as possible. There we go. Okay. So, I'm trying to look over to the south, but there's nothing. I don't know what kind of craziness this man was talking about. There's a lush kingdom to the south. It's just sands. And sandman, I guess. Jesus. No, I'm not fighting them. I was considering them because, like, oh, there's only 2, but I still couldn't kill one earlier. And I was focusing, but it wouldn't work. Anyway. And this is what happens. You go so far east, as you saw, I was sort of teleported. Well, back to closer to where I started. It's not that it's a new area. So, I guess we'll go southeast. Maybe we'll get closer to this lush green land in the desert. He's been talking crazy words. Okay. See, now we're starting to get like monsters that don't really seem to follow convention, the same kind of convention anymore as we were used to. If these are indeed fire type, why are they blue, right? Well, they're blue because they're trying to reference the Tuareg, which is a tribe, I guess, of people that used to live in a desert, or I still do to this day, in our world, that is. And they do tend to have a little bit of a blue tint. Um, Not naturally. It's because they tend to have uh, blue cloth covering their face and their head all the time. Um, Normally, you'd probably want white because white will bounce back the light and heat a bit easier than darker colors. But blue is probably like somewhere in between so that they're very visible on the white sands but can still reflect the light and heat better than straight up black. Ow. Um, so yeah, look it up. That's an actual thing. Maybe that's why they call them blue men. But still, they could have been anything else. You could have called them anything else. Didn't have to be that. Alright, kitty cat. Oh, didn't die. Wow, still? Okay. Must be like one cutter or two away. Yeah, as long as you keep moving, you don't get hit. Yeah, it was one cutter away. It's not so bad. There we go, finally. Hey, more water. Okay, so keep going southeast. Southeast, 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 southeast. Looking for those lush lands. Fabled lush lands, anyway. And all you find is blue men. More and more of them. Well, not more. We keep getting groups of 3. Every now and then they seem to have a cat. Probably put the werecats here because cats and Egyptians and desert. I can only assume. Yeah, actually, Egyptians. The reason why they like cats so much. Oh, that hurt. They use them as sort of guardians of the spirit world. Apparently, something like that. I could be very wrong, so correct me if I am. But, what was that? Did I get sent back again? I think I have. So, southeast is not quite right. So let's go just south then. Yeah, back to cats. Cats. Ooh, hold on. We have a spirit here in the middle of the desert, right next to the cat. So cats were supposed to be able to see spirits and ghosts and such. So they would. I don't know if they would shut live cats in the pyramids and tombs with the dead to make sure that their spirits would not come back. Okay, where is it? Right here. A rat. We're all maxed out water. But I think they were more like guard. What is that floating in the sky? Gotta go that way then. Yeah, they wanted to use cats for that reason. To be guardians of the spirit world somehow. They could see things that we couldn't. Have you ever seen a cat just randomly look at some random point in space and for some reason just act like there's something there? Maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. So that's why they thought cats were so important. They even had Bast, I think it is, B-A-S-T, or Bastet. I'm not certain, but Uh, female body with a cat's head as one of their gods. Although my memory fails me, and I do not remember what that god in particular represented. But that was one of their gods. That much I know, and that much I remember. Um, Maybe something to do with souls or spirit. But yeah, it's interesting to know that they made up a god uh, with the appearance of a cat. Then again, they had one with the appearance of a dog, Anubis, which that one, believe, was the one in charge of souls and death and such, uh, and night. And we know cats and dogs never really work well together, so maybe Anubis was the one actually in the world, the land of dead. This is an odd altar. What's up here? Oh wait, no, there was something behind, wasn't there? I think. Yeah, so maybe Anubis is the one that's actually dead or in the land with the dead, and the cat one is the one that's doing the same sort of deal, but on the side of the living, and so it's preventing the dead from going back. I honestly, I'm just talking out of my ass at this moment. Okay, here we are. So, a teleportation pad in the middle of the desert that leads you to a frickin' palace. That wasn't here before. And you can sort of see the little flames flickering. Okay. So that sort of tells you, hey, go that way, guys. Well, you can't go anywhere else anyway. But I see a spirit right there. What am I supposed to do? Well, I think there was supposed to be like a path. Huh. Couldn't I go down the other way? There has to be a path to it. Come on now. Well, let's just try to hug the wall until we see an invisible path. I don't see one. That's kind of annoying. Like, I'm sort of hugging the invisible wall here, trying to hopefully get just a hook in. Well, I think, yeah. Yep. The hook is on the left side of the, or on the opposite side anyway. Which this took me a while to figure out on my own. Here we are. 50. We've completed 2 elements, guys. Hooray! So I'll show you again how you reach. You can't walk away from the platform. You can only walk around it. So effectively, it's sort of an S shape. It's really hard to show because we can't see it, but look, the flames are kind of your clue. They're sort of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Right, left, right, left, right. But here there's none, but there should have been one. And the wall is straight until you actually find that little gap. So just keep walking against the wall like this, and then you'll see Brian will actually just dip inside further to the left at some point. See? See? Here. You just keep going this way, and then eventually it works. Now you can't actually keep going this way. It's like a It's like a S, really. So you have to go left like this to go into this little gap, and then you have to go towards the platform, and then move slightly to the right, and then bam, you're gonna fall into place right up against the altar, and then you can walk around. And here, see, I can't walk back, so I walk out away, and then just, it's sort of a hook, kind of like the shape of his staff or the swirl in his staff. Yeah, it's not exactly an S, right? Yeah, it's really hard to explain without being able to showcase. I'll try to use my mouse pointer actually. That might be easier. Okay, so here is where you go in, and then you just move a little bit that way, but you can't quite reach the altars, so you have to move a little ways back, and then you're gonna fall into place right away, and then you can just follow along, right? And then on the way back is the same. You're stuck against an invisible wall here, so all you can do is move out, but a little bit away from the central area, and then you'll just curve back into place. There. It's very finicky, but once you get used to it, you understand the pattern of it, you'll be able to get it. As far as I know, this is the only place that does that, but as I said, that took me forever to figure out. So good luck. If you know of any more, just let me know, because I don't. So this is kind of verdant. So I'm assuming this might be the place they were talking about, the lush green lands, kingdom or whatever. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So it's interesting in a sense to find that in the middle of the desert, so it's sort of like an oasis. Okay, so on the grass level, if you go all the way to the back, well, what should we work on? We've already put some points in earth, so let's just go up with earth. That's gonna give us things faster than if we start from scratch with fire. Right. And then maybe I'll do another quick-ish playthrough to show you fire. Otherwise, I'd have to grind forever to get 50 points. Because technically, there's not enough spirit in the world for all 4 to be at 50, unless you use some cheating device, such as a Game Shark back in the day, if those know what that is. If you know what how the N64 worked, what the cartridge is, nowadays with the Switch, because this is in the era of the Switch that I'm playing this in 2021. The very, very small cartridges, you just slide into the top of the game console and you're done. Okay. Back in the era of the NES, which was the first Nintendo console, the Nintendo Entertainment System, or the Super NES, SNES, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and even up to the N64, the Nintendo 64, this the console this game is made on, they were all fairly big cartridges. The NES cartridges kind of look like the ones for the Switch, but much bigger. Like, it would be bigger than your hand, and you'd have to insert them into a much bigger console. SNES were slightly smaller, but wider, and they would stand upright at the top of the console. And look at this treasure vault here. I love it. I love this place. N64 did the same sort of deal. The cartridges were slightly smaller yet again, a bit more rounded at the top. I think they wanted to make it kind of like a handle design at some point. And yeah, they also stood upright into the console, which was much more sleek design than the SNES, let's be fair. Sonic Flute. What does that do? Strange flute with no sound prevents enemy spell. Wait, we already had one of those, didn't we? Yeah. So the Game Shark, Dragon's Potion, MP full, nice. I've only ever had 2 Game Sharks back when I was young. One was for the N64, and one was for the PS1. The N64 was technically a weird cartridge that would go into the console first, and then you could add the actual game console on top of that. So it'd be a weird sort of Frankenstein thing popping up from the top of your console. Spirit Light? What is that? Sacred Water. HP full recovery. Nice. But we only have 163 HP right now, so the 150 from the Hero's Drink... Wait, is it Hero's Drink? Healing Potion, sorry. Is more than enough. We don't need to use the full yet. And that's everything here. Yeah, so it'd be some sort of a weird Frankenstein contraption at the top of your N64 console, and it would almost wobble, I'd say, when you would like accidentally touch it or let go of it when you put the cartridge in. And that's how you actually... So here's a go. It's grass again, the surface, so you can expect one at the back. So with the Game Shark in place, when you turned on the console, what happened is... I really don't like it. No, we don't want to do that. When you would turn it on, you would first have some sort of a debug menu that would actually allow you to turn on a variety of codes if you have the codes. Yes, basically the cartridge was meant to tamper with the game's files. Yeah, this is too thin, we can't walk on that. Tamper with the game's files and change things that are in the game, and depending on which game you're using, you'll have different codes. So for example, here in this game there would be a code for max HP, which I believe the maximum available is 500, and MP, I think maximum available is 99, but I could be wrong. As well as maximum amount of spirits for every spirit. Of course, there would be something like invincibility as well, the standard stuff. What else? What else? I think that's about it for this game. Maybe there's be something that would give you like items that constantly stay there. Like, say, all of those that are not like healing that would be consumed. You would constantly have them. Maybe not a full inventory of them, but one that you can use and it never goes away. Maybe something like that. It's been so long I don't remember. But sometimes it could break games because you're really tampering with the code in ways you're not supposed to. Whoa, who's this guy? Anyway, we're at the top of this palace, and there's more spirits. Like this place is really full of spirits. So if you didn't have enough yet, here's your vault of spirits. There's 4 in this room alone, in the 4 corners of this altar. And dude, I freaking love your staff. Can I have one like that? And what are you guarding up here? Come on, give it to me. And this is a golden amulet. Nice. The silver is 1.5 reduction. The gold is 2 times reduction. So you would take 50% of the damage incoming. So that's interesting. Okay. So this guy. So that's what Game Shark would be. Every game would be different, like I say. For example, a Mario game, you'd have infinite lives, you'd have infinite health for Mario N64, infinite air underwater. So you could like do really silly things such as jump in lava in certain levels, and normally you get bounced back up to give you a chance to land on the surface that is not lava. But because you'd have infinite health, you could literally just keep bouncing on lava across the levels and make it so much easier. You wouldn't have to platform anything anymore. Yeah, it's kind of silly. Uh, but that was the whole point of it. I was supposed to be fun, right? To do things beyond the game. Now it's just people using glitches and such. Those were not glitches. They were just like changing the game's files because they were on hard cartridges, not on computers that you could actually change if you knew how to do it. So that's why they had the Game Sharks. And it was the same thing with the PlayStation 1 Game Shark. It was just a disc. You just put in first. It gives you a debug menu of sorts again. It wants you to put in codes and such. And depending on which game it is, you put whatever codes you want. And then when you save the codes in, it says, okay, pop the top open, take out the disk, and put the game disk in. And at that point, you better hope you put the right disk in, because that could, as far as I've heard, lock the console up. Because the code wouldn't be able to understand what's going on. Anyway, enough rambling about old man things. We'll talk about this old man. This is a man, right? I find his hair interesting. Why is it just floating? I don't know. But yeah, let's just talk to him. Lavar. What have we here? No one has found this phantom city in 1,000 years. I am Lavar. I once held the Eletail book, but when I opened it to unleash its incredible powers, I was not worthy. The only powers I could control were those of famine and destruction. I could hate, but not love. I could terrify, but not inspire. Finally, the great magician, Epona, came to my rescue and freed me from the curse of the Eletail book. But my penance is that I have been exiled here, alone for eternity, or until the evil that call Mammon is defeated. No, that we call Mammon. Only then will I find my final peace. You, with the precious gems of untold power, you are my only hope. The only one who can free both myself and all of Southland from evil. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, no pressure, right? How old is Brian? Like 10? Damn! Well, anyway, it's time to go save the world. So this place is slightly confusing because you can't go straight up, right? You have to go into this room, go around, and then you go down, and then you get out normally. But there was so many spirits in here. Let's see. Let's count them quickly. There were 4 in that upper pedestal room. There were 2 in the vault room, so that's 6. There was 2 for the different layers of grass. That's 8. And there was the one hidden on the corner here, 9. I almost count the one we found on the way at 10. So this place is entirely optional. You don't have to go here. But we are so much stronger for it. Now look at 13. We had 4. So 9, I guess. Huh. What? 4 plus the 2. 6, 7, 8, 9 in there. But didn't we pick one up here? Or did we forget it entirely? Oh, whoops. Did I do that? Okay, well, we're going southeast, so northwest is where we're going, right? Or was that just south from the cat? Damn it. Ow. Okay. Um, um, tell you what, I'll I'll close the episode here. I'll look for this damn spirit I missed, and then when we're coming back, we'll probably be lost in the desert again. This is actually, let me show you the map. You see where we are now? So the Baragoon Tunnel is where we came out of at the north part of the map. Then there was the little oasis bit there and a tent, which is the first blue roofed house. The second one is where we talk to the soldier who hates war. And this whole expanse is nothing but desert. And the place where it cuts off is where it teleports you back. And this place is in the southeastern corner, so you have to go pretty far for it. So if I were to scour the whole desert, I would never find my way, like on film, on camera. So, like I say, I'm just gonna call it here, find that one spirit I missed, and then I guess I'll be in the southern direction, straight from the desert wall, and then I'll just go up north, back towards the Baragoon Tunnel, at that southeasternmost house, right here. So it's somewhere in the middle, the spirit, around here, I guess. And we haven't checked here. All we did was we go this way, and then we got teleported back here, and then we went south, east, and down. So it could be around here. And then there's this whole area, which I'll check quickly between episodes for more spirits. If I find one, I'll record it, I guess. And then I'll be here, and we'll just go back north and continue our way. Okay? See you next time, guys.